Well, greetings, everybody, and welcome to another edition of the Firing Line on WDWL TV. And hey, we've got an audience today. Welcome, everybody. Hey, it's nice to be back. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's amazing how many people we got in this 8x10 room. They're sitting on each other's laps, their shoulders. Just amazing. All right. Well, here I am with $16,000 worth of airplay strapped to my ass, and I'm here and ready to broadcast with today's topic. And you know, it just amazes me. I sit here and I wonder what these restaurant CEOs are smoking. You know, sometimes I think the more educated people are, the stupider they are. And I've been reading several news websites the last couple of days about all these CEOs crying their eyes out as to why their walk-in business in their restaurants is failing. Why they are losing customers. And, you know, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. Yeah, I never finished college myself. And several of the people that I've talked to the last couple of days are not college people. And they figured it out like that. And you know, it basically, oh, where did that come from? Somebody in the audience playing a little Wi-Fi over my system here? Cool it, people. All right. You know, I spent a lot of time yesterday preparing this script. Yep, that was me. I'm still, you know, back in the 18th century. But here's some facts, okay? And got these off of several news websites. So this year, IHOP will be closing 30 to 40 more restaurants. Blooming Brands, which basically operates Outback, Carrabba's, and Bonefish, are closing another 43. Chipotle, they're closing 55. At 60 to 80 locations closing. Cheesecake Factory, their CEO says the way business is going right now, by January 2020, they'll be closed, out of business. Now, I have two others that aren't sit-down walk-in. Yeah, they're just walk-ins. Papa John's, their CEO says the way business is going right now, by January 2020, they'll be bankrupt. And we know what Papa John did to cause this one. Subway. Now, between 2017 and 2018, they closed 900 locations. This year, they expect to close another 500. Now, as far as the restaurants, this isn't rocket science, like I said, people. When you're spending millions of dollars to advertise on TV, radio, and the web for carryout. Does that bring people into the restaurant to sit down to give a waitress a job? No. There it is. Wasn't rocket scientists. Carryout. And you know, on carryout, it's the basics. When you've got people inside the restaurant sitting down, what are they going to do? They're going to order drinks. They're going to order appetizers. They're going to order add-ons to their entree. Dessert. That ups the check. On a carry-out order, maybe it's going to be $25, $30. Inside the restaurant, that same check might be $50 to $70. Plus, the waitress still has a job, and the waitress is going to get a tip on top of her $3.15 or $4 an hour that they're making, because they don't get the average wage that's set by the government, because their wages are figured on tips. And then on top of it, they have to report those tips for taxes. So if you leave a $30 tip, by the time she reports that and the government takes its taxes out at the end of the year, that tip might be $17. But still, they have a job. If you're going to continue to advertise your takeout to go, then don't sit there and cry your eyes out and say, oh my God, I don't understand why people aren't coming into the restaurants. Not to mention, when they close all of these restaurants, how many people are going to be out of jobs? You know, right now, the average of closings versus openings isn't running on the upward scale. The closings are on the upward scale, and the openings of new places are on the downward scale. And what restaurants exist don't have enough floor traffic to hire these people that are going to be losing these jobs. You know, if you're going to shoot yourself in the foot, CEOs, don't sit there and say, ouch, why does that hurt? Of course, we're becoming a very lazy society, you know. We don't want to cook. You know, sit the family around the table and put the takeout bags and say, everybody dig in. You know, that's a sad thing. You know, back in the day, families sat down to dinner together. Not much anymore. That's sad. And don't get me started on that routine, because, you know, the same thing. Old world ethnic foods are getting harder to find because the kids are so used to eating crap. They don't know what good old world ethnic food is. You know, And you know, back in the day, this was a mileage dish for poor people, but I make, you know, cabbage and noodles at least once a month. I love it. And back in the day, it was mileage food because, you know, wages weren't that high. Of course, you know, Social Security does not treat any of us retirees well, but I, I I eat it because I love it and I grew up on it. Not that I'm forced to eat it. You know, I fear the day if I'm ever forced to sitting down eating ramen noodles 3 times a day.
What?
Yep, ramen noodles. Of course, I like ramen noodles. They make a dynamite one. Yeah, of course, I love hot food. They make one with kimchi in it. Oh, whoa! The only major thing is, yeah, the next morning I'm sitting in the john with a popsicle. But just wanted to throw all that out to you people. You know, next time you're thinking about food, go into a restaurant. Get out of your car. Don't be lazy. Go in, sit down, give a waitress a job. Okay? And I thank everybody for today's firing line. I appreciate your comments. Had some good ones last week. As a matter of fact, it amazed me. I went from 1 viewer to 8. Getting better. Of course, I was gone for so long, I lost a lot of people. But you know what? Send me a topic. Because I'm going kind of brain dead trying to think of something for next Sunday. Send me a topic, and I will sit down at my antiquated Smith Corona, type up a script. But I would appreciate maybe somebody sending me a topic. All right, I'm going to sign off for now. Take care, and I'll talk to you next Sunday. I don't know if this show is entertainment, but I couldn't pass up the music. Take care, everybody. Been good talking to you. Bye-bye.